Morning, everybody. I know that many of my videos lately, I know, especially in the YouTube channel, have not been stories like they should be. I'm going to change that here in a little bit. But I wanted to get this one out because as I was laying in bed at night, because I do that sometimes, I was just thinking and thinking and thinking, as I'm sure a lot of people are. And I went up, just kind of get a drink of water, walk around, just try to forget what I was thinking about. And my wife said, why aren't you sleeping? And I said, well, I'm trying. And then I laid down. And I realized how much I hate that word. Try. And some people will watch this and think, oh, he tells me that all the time. Some people will watch this and say, oh, he yells at me for saying that all the time. But I hear that a lot right now as a dad, as a teacher, as just a friend and support and whatever it is. Oh, I'm just trying to make it through this. I'm trying to get through this. You know what? I'm here to tell you right now, get rid of that word. Stop using the word try. Just take it out of your vocabulary. Okay? Now there's a movie. Here's a pretty famous movie quote. Do or do not. There is no try. You may know who said it. I'm not going to tell you. Name the movie. I'm not going to tell you. But there's a lot of truth to that, especially right now. Do or do not, there is no try. And right now, if you're watching this, you're doing. Okay? So what if you didn't get every single answer completed on your kid's homework? So what if you're a teacher and you didn't get every lesson plan the exact way that you wanted? Or so-and-so didn't make it to your Zoom call, or whatever. You're not trying. You're doing. Everybody's got their different. It takes me a long time to realize that, and sometimes I forget it, but everybody's different. I'm a different teacher than every single person I teach with. And they're lucky for that. They don't want to be like me. Mm-mm. But I don't want them to be like me. And I don't want to be like any of them. Not because they're bad, but because they're not me. And what I see is a lot of people worried and frustrated that they're not Pinterest parents. And I one time saw a analogy, and I wanted to actually make it, but we didn't have very many apples left, and I don't like to waste food. But it was two apples, and one apple was really small, and one apple was really big and looked juicy. Okay? And you look at it, and you think, oh man, look at that big juicy apple. And you think, that's what I want. That's what I want to be. That's what I want. And then you flip them around, and the smaller apple is complete. It's whole. It's a whole apple. But the big juicy apple has bite marks all over it, rotten spots, all kinds of stuff. And if you look at what you just saw, everybody wanted that big shiny apple. But in truth, there's a lot that you don't see. Okay, and in some of these Pinterest parents, I know that you can look at how organized they have their schoolwork. You can and believe me, if there's times that are good, I want to see posts of your kids working, of how organized you are, don't get me wrong, I want to see posts like that. Because as I said the other day, this whole thing is getting way too politicized. There's way too much blame going on. There's way too much arguing going on. There's way too much, I know what I need to do. I know what needs to be done. Forget that. Okay, we're in a situation where fact of the matter is there's not a darn thing that any of us can do about any of this. I'd rather be in school right now. Right now, I would be just getting ready for my first reading class. Okay? And I miss those kids like crazy. Do they drive me nuts? Yep. But I miss them like crazy. Does the next class drive me nuts? Yep. But I miss them like crazy. Does the next kiddo I see after that drive me nuts? Mm-hmm. But I miss them like crazy. Now, do I love spending time with my family over there that's doing their homework all nice? Yeah. That has been a benefit. Okay? And I want to see that. But I also don't want people to see that and think, oh, I'm not doing like her, or I'm not doing like him, or I'm not doing that. Who cares? You're not them. You're not that person. Do you? A wise man once told me, and then it's a saying that's really sunk in. Okay? Mainly because I like to fish. But a saying that I like to use, and I've seen posters, is watch your own bobber. Okay? Now, as a dad, I've been fishing a lot, and I've missed a lot of fish because I've been helping the kids. But truth of the matter is, when I was helping the other kids, I wasn't watching my own bobber. And there was times when that bobber went down. And I went over, by the time I got over to set the hook, the fish was gone. And no, that's not an excuse why I don't ever catch fish. But the meaning is the same. Watch your own bobber. You spend all your time watching everything else around you and everybody else around you, you're not going to get your own. And you're not going to be you. And that's what you're meant to be. So, in closing, remember, get rid of the word try. You're not trying, you're doing. If you're watching this video, you're still doing. If you're fighting mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, however, if you're watching this, you're doing. Maybe you've gained a couple extra pounds because you haven't been able to be to the gym, or because you're cooped up in your house and you eat more. Okay? So you're still doing. Okay? You're maintaining your health. Your health. If you gain a couple pounds, that's okay. Maybe you're scared that, job losses, like we've talked. Job loss can cause a lot of stress. But you're still doing. It's hard, but you're still doing. So take a breath, own that, take that in, take care of it. Because we need to keep doing. Don't worry about what you can't do anything about. Don't go on and spat about how we need to do this or this is how it should be done. Do you. That's all I can say. That's all that we can do is be us and be you. So remember, watch your own bobber.